Hello. We had just finished streaming. I am just recording this video real quick afterwards to cover and discuss the new mini box and give you my succinct 10-minute thoughts about it. Let's do that here. All right. So it's okay. I am not the biggest fan, but I don't hate it. The highlights I feel really from this box are Hazy Pillar. I think is actually one of the best cards in general in the box. It's obviously specifically a Hazy Flame archetype card, but just being able to just summon just directly from the hand a Hazy Flame, because they're typically level 6, it's really good. You could use Hazy Flame and use Periton as a starter in the hand in tandem with the pillar, and just get two on the field. And the only XYZ, the only extra deck Hazy Flame card included in the new box is this card, and it's not the best, in part because we only have 3 monster card zones in the game. So, and it's best the iconic cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects requires 4 materials for this card to really shine. So there is a way, because another highlight from the box while we're on the topic of Hazy Flames is Hydra. And Hydra, if it's used as it could be summoned off of Pillar or Periton. I like just calling him Perry. Has this effect where you can attach an additional material from the graveyard to the XYZ material to the XYZ monster. So that is a way you could cheat 4 materials on it. Otherwise, currently in game, and we're recording this at December 8th, 2020, here at 2 a.m. CST. And but then you still need the other 3 materials. You still would need a full board, which isn't impossible for Hazy Flame. And I mean, it has this attack boost for in addition as an effect. But other than that, I think that maybe to play Hazy Flame, it's going to still be kind of the same tactic that has seen some rogue experimentation. Maybe not in the last year, but in 2019, 2018, certainly. Just like Hazy Flame beatdown. Just use Periton or any other means that you can, because some of these are reprints down here, to get these big level 6, moderately attack, low 2000s attack. Unfortunately, beatdown is obviously now once per dual effect, so that inhibits it. But still, cannot be targeted is really good, especially when a lot of the removal that we have in game requires targeting. So I think Hazy Flame might be the best archetype or deck to benefit from this box. If there's one that competes with it, it would be Fire King, and there is only one Fire King card in the box, and that would be this super rare right here. Fire King, I'm just gonna call him Elephant, Pink Elephant. He's really good. He's really, really good. Beast Warrior has this quick effect negation. I think it says it's a monster effect. Yeah, opponent's monster effect. Really good. He has a floating effect. If he gets destroyed, he can summon another. These are the fire beast warrior, wing beast. Those are the fire king types. On the field, they lose their effect, but then they get destroyed. So that'll proc or it'll be a form of ignition for if it's a Yaksha, which is one of the most popular fire kings, or any of the birds from the structure deck that came out 6 months ago. It'll ignite that because it'll get destroyed, and that the destruction and activation that doesn't get negated. So now this card's really good. This is one of the super rare. It's one of the best cards in the mini box. One of the new archetypes that honestly, if you just look at them, from when you're just scrolling through, that there's a lot of in here are these Battle and Boxer cards, and a lot of these like rare and normal Battle and Boxer cards are, and they're okay. In particular, that is interesting. He's a hand or graveyard trap. You'll activate and either boost a Battle and Boxer by 1,000 attack and a damage step. But in terms of just an actual Battle and Boxer deck, there are only two. There's a rank 3 and a rank 4, and these two cards are in the current metagame are certainly not, in my opinion, win conditions, because sadly this guy, you can like the Hazy Flame, it's like Basilisk, but also like a cockatrice, so it's Basiltrice. Likes to get materials added to it. This one he's worse because he gets 100 per, and then he has this effect if it's destroyed. You can summon from your graveyard as many level 4 battling boxers up to the number of materials that were on him. Which it's only at max it's at 3. So what if you summoned another one that then you're outed one of the ones that you could summon, and I guess going to another one after that. But I just Karma Cut's really popular, and this effect is only procced or ignited, started if it's destroyed by a battle or card effect, and obviously not just banished. This what's interesting, and we will have to see how this turns out. Volcasaurus does not have a nerf to its burn effect, which is pretty crazy. Honestly, this could be an error. This could be something that when they were just adding the card onto or into the game, or because it's not in the game yet. I guess a lot of them are in the game, but the box isn't available. It won't be available until Wednesday, until tomorrow. So this could very well be an error. But even if this isn't an error, even if it's the full value of the destroyed opponent's original attack, and then this card can still attack, it just can't attack directly if it uses that effect, it's still rank 5. Rank 5s are, I don't think, there's not a lot of easy things. There is something in here that does make rank 5s easier. Star Drawing is a really, really endearing, kawaii, just monster that says, oh, this can count as a level 5 if you're doing an XYZ monster, and you can draw a card if it's a material. I mean, that's good, but that helps a little bit, but I think there are still more problems, not just the stat for Volcasaurus. I think another Violent Sigma, I was joking on stream that it's just like, well, you all wanted Silent Honor Arc. Well, here you go. Poor man's discount Silent Honor Arc, because Violent Sigma, detach a material, and it has to be a face-up attack position effect monster. It can't even be the Blue Eyes or a Neos or a Dark Magician. These cards that will pop up a lot on the ladder that'll be normal monsters. But then you can go You can set them up, and then this is just extra. If it has an attribute similar to an equipped, or the same as the equipped monster to it, you can destroy that monster. And it's expensive. 3 is a big deal. 3 materials is a lot. Other than that, I mean, this the rekindling. Rekindling is good. If there's a singular card in here that I'm actually kind of worried about, because again, we like to play rogue decks on the channel. We should be showcasing those in future videos and on stream. But maybe there isn't something right now. Maybe there is that can really utilize this, because I mean, Flamevels, Lavals, Fire Kings, and maybe even Fire Fists have that, and this can be 1 card, and it can go into 3 potentially. 3 monsters, just boop. So this is powerful. It just depends on what can be done with it, because again, they're only slowly leaking out XYZ cards. But yeah, again, the hazy Flame's the best in here, because this card is really good too. It's a special summon Hazy Flame card. Has the Hazy Flame, can't be targeted. If your opponent controls a monster, and if you control any, but if they're fire type in your hand, you can just special summon them, and then that'll help you go into. Yep, it highlights the combo here. Basel with Basel Trice. Again, battling Boxer. I think it's neat, but I don't know it's going to do anything. We get technically it's a reprint with Prideful Roar appearing in this box. I think was it in? I don't remember if it was in selection. Let me know in the comments if this was in. I don't remember. I have some copies. If this was in Selection Box 3 or the Selection Box Mini. I have enough though. And then XYZ Wrath. And then I talked about on stream. I think this is Cannon Soldier number 2, because that exists in the TCG. We don't have that in Duel Links, but and then this is Evolsar, famous Evolsar XYZ. But I just think that this card overall is worse than a card we already have, and that's XYZ Block. Once per turn, level 5 or higher. See, it has to be level 5, so it's an XZs, it enters that. And plus it says except during the damage step. So, very powerful, popular deck right now. Like, it could deal with Desperado. Recently, Duel Links Meta revealed that right now, at least in the format, they think that the TPC, the Top Player Council, thinks that Desperado is tier 1. So you can use this on Desperado, and it's continuous, but I mean, sadly, again, Cosmic exists. But you couldn't use this on Vare, because so long as Vare doesn't activate her negation effect, can't use it during the damage step. So sadly, that card I don't think is too good. Tiras is interesting, but I think that Adris, the Keeper of Armageddon from Shark's Fang, also a super rare, rank 5, is better, because even though it can only target and destroy face-up cards, Tiras has to get through the battle phase. And so, outside of just dodging, entry hazards like, Floodgate and Canadia and, what's it called? Or Treacherous, or, obviously, I just mentioned it already. Karma Cut, it'd have to do, if your opponent happens to have a battle trap, has to deal with that too, to be able to destroy any card. But and then Coach Wolf is Coach Soldier Wolfbark. Somebody in stream was mentioning that level 4 Beast Warrior, that's just this makes this an unofficial Fire Fist. But I mean, also Fire Kings like this. I don't think it easily slides in or fits into those decks, because especially for Fire Kings, I think they'd be better off getting a playset of Pink Elephant Fire King. But it's something you could do, and summon him. Level 4 Beast Warrior monster fire attribute, special summon defense. Do a tin goldfish. Except from the graveyard. Do a Goblinberg again from the graveyard. But I don't think Battle and Boxer headgear is super helping. You can select a Battle and Boxer in your monster and send it to the graveyard, so that because the real like summon from get 2 on the field for 1 is switch hitter, and you have to you can only go into that turn another Battling Boxer monster. So you currently, given the card pool we have, you have to go into Nova Kaiser, which I don't think is much of a win condition in the current metagame. And again, Prideful Roar's problem is that it is a battle trap, unfortunately. And in 2020 Duel Links, that's not seen a lot of play. Box and Spirits, it's just a normal spell that will help you, again, mill Battle Boxer to the graveyard, and then special summon it if it is a Battling Boxer, and then mill Battling Boxer monster. So again, it'll help you go into it, but the Battling Boxers have useful. Even where is he? This is interesting. I don't think this is necessarily better than Kite or Sphere Karibo in terms of being a hand trap, but in terms of giving you a level 4 material to go into a XYZ rank 4. I think this is interesting, but I don't think it's necessarily better than those. So there's a lot of good stuff to help Battling Boxers. I think this suffers a lot from the issue with Blackwing Rising, I think it was, the November 2018 box that introduced Blackwings. There's a lot of good stuff for Blackwings in that box. Like there's a lot of good stuff for Battling Boxers in their introduction in this box. But there isn't anything for them really to go into that will really help them have a win condition. And then there's just some, the nerfed, Ukazi with 400 instead, and Meteor of Destruction. They'll do 500 instead of 1,000. And then obviously some reprints here. That more or less, and then we get Freezer Dawn, and unfortunately, Freezer Dawn isn't. We talked about this on stream. Isn't actually giving a unit, because then you have to summon it on top of it, and it's rank 5. An XYZ unit to like your Basil Trice, because the phrasing on Freezer Dawn is if it's going to activate an effect by detaching a material, you can detach one from him instead. So it's not actively like giving them one. So anyway, in conclusion, I think that the Fire King benefit from this. I don't think this is necessarily going to get them to be a super competitive top tier deck, but definitely more rogue. Definitely going to, if you invested in back in July, I believe, the EX structure deck for the Fire Kings, and you were just upset or not happy that you weren't able to really do anything because of the proliferation, the frequency of Cosmic Cyclone. And it's not like that's not a problem anymore. It still is, but I think this adds utility and a lot more power to the deck if you have a play set of Pink Elephant here. He's one of the best cards. Hazy Flame, getting this to a lesser extent, something to go into at least Basil Trice. And I don't know, maybe it'll be easier for them to get Basil Trice than I think, because you play Pillar, summon, parry, tribute, parry, special, Hydra, and something else. But then that's still 2. You have to wait a turn or find some other way to get another Hazy Flame on the field to then go into 3. And then from the 3 materials you have, because you have because one of them was Hydra, get the fourth material, and then we have a non-targeting plus 800, so 33, attack monster. Voila! Here we go. It's a lot of work and rekindling. We'll see what people come up with this, and then I don't know how much you're going to use the Sigma. Again, 3 materials is expensive, but those are my thoughts. This has been Duel Links Noob. Let me know in the comments if you have any cool, crazy, neat ideas for how to use something like rekindling or any of these other cards that I've touched on. Or of course check us out. We stream 7 p.m. CST every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. We also have a tournament coming up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be called a Zexal Lock tournament. There's going to be details on that in our Discord. Thank you so much for watching our video. Thank you so much for watching our video, and take care.